funny part is. It's like, you go to these places and they're like, oh yeah, especially some of these places that like,
We love
in the
the content
beginning,
creators.
yeah, we love the small creators, and then they land themselves a few whales, like it's like, and like then all of a sudden your program requirements go up. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, all of a sudden it was this for one thing, and now all of a sudden, oh, now all of a sudden it's double. Oh, now all of a sudden it literally, like I remember one of the platforms, literally their like requirements for monetization, like literally tripled in a month, like changed 3 times in a month. Like it went from like 20 to 50 to like 100 all within a month, and you're like, really? Really?
Well, they got the
You land a
sudden
few whales
influx.
and now all of a sudden fuck all the small people. You know what I mean?
Well,
So,
we got the big. Like, I guess we couldn't call them whales because whales are the ones who give the money. Um,
right.
what I don't know. Would you call them like beta fish, like something prestigious that you'd be like, wow.
I mean, I don't know, your alpha attraction. I don't know, your A-listers. Once they get their A-listers, they don't care about any of the C-listers or the D-listers anymore, maybe. Treat it like
I
the
was
way Hollywood actors are listed.
I was thinking like nautical themed, but
Oh, why is water on your brain?
no, but whales and then like a
Oh,
nautical
yeah,
theme thing. So
I
it's like you
got you.
wouldn't call
I
them
got
sharks; those are the scammers.
you.
Um,
No, you like the one that got the ones that usually get away. The
ooh,
one you tell fish tales about. I don't know. There's got to be a word for like a champion fish. I just don't know what the word. I don't know enough about fishing to know what the word for a
swordfish,
champion fish would be. I mean, a swordfish is a really big fish, but I don't know if it's like a top prize or not.
a giant tuna. But anyways, I do see that where now they get big talent who have big
Yeah.
clout. Um, then they feel like they may not need to go over and help promote small ones. They already got what they wanted, which was to have something to latch on to.
Yeah.
John
Yeah.
Washburn, what a thing to say.
Right. And it's one of those things too. I mean, like for all the nonsense, there's certain platforms that are still really good about that. Certain programs they have are still very easy to get into. You know what I mean? Like the requirements look daunting until you actually do it and you're like, "Oh, wait a minute. That's really not as hard as what it sounds." When you actually look at it, and that's one of the things that there are still a couple of platforms out there that are still really good about, at least if you're willing to put in the work, they're willing to at least reward you in some way for that.
Yeah.
And that's good. But you don't see a lot of a lot of the platforms, because we've seen that happen in the past. You see so many of these ones that have gone belly up, because they'll chase the big fish. They'll chase the big fish,
Mhm.
and then once the big fish brings all their people over, once the big fish's contract's over, they're like, okay, well,
We
why
got
am I still here?
Asmongold! Then Asmongold
Yeah,
goes back to his original platform of choice.
yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh, shit.
Well, that's why it's always better to like it's better to court them after something bad happens. You know what I mean? Like, don't try to grab them when everything's going sunshine and rainbows. You know what I mean? Grab them when one of these other platforms completely and totally, essentially poops the bed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like, and that happens all the time. Something weird will happen with an algorithm, or all of a sudden decide to change the pay split. And a whole bunch of people will be mad and looking for alternative. Like, hey, hey, if that was your pay split with them, we're not going to offer you anything, anything crazy, but like, we'll give you a better pay split than them. You know what I mean?
Or,
Like, even if we can cut it down to like, where, you were getting, 50-50 with them. I mean, we'll give you 20-80. I mean, even if you bring in half your people, half your whales, you're still going to end up coming out on top just monetarily.
mhm.
But I don't know, all that stuff, all that stuff's way above our pay grade. But
Well, I think it's also you would catch them. You would catch a big fish for when it becomes much more egregious when they're not a certain platform isn't enforcing the rules fairly
right.
or being direct.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
that's actually YouTube's main problem is just its really subjective use of rules, as well as I believe Twitch. where it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense, and people like, okay, so why isn't this working? And there's no transparency at all.
Yeah. Well, and the worst part about that is though is for all of that exact same time, YouTube's the only one that's got their discoverability algorithm figured out even in the slightest. You know what I mean? Like nobody else's discoverability algorithm works anywhere near close to as well as theirs does. And
Yeah.
that's why everybody ends up getting stuck there because unless you're willing to network and hustle more than you stream, you know what I mean? Like it's hard to grow in other places and that sucks. That's always irritating. But
And,
that's why exclusives are good. You know, build your own community on a different platform. You know, don't bother.
yes.
Don't try to court the community that's already on that platform. Just try to take the community you've already got and transfer them to that platform by doing exclusives, by like reminding them why the benefits are there. Because you know, we celebrated 1,300 followers on Rumble.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, on Friday. I think is when we hit that. Handy News rated us, and we got like that one last one that we needed for that. And it's one of those things. It's like that Rumble was always our fallout shelter. Like I knew we were going to need it at some point, and yeah, it took me 3 years to get to 1,300 followers, which is ridiculous. But it's one of those things. It's like that's what we did to court people to go over there. You know, our Wednesday night shows, the last half an hour to an hour were Rumble exclusives. You know, if you want to hear really what kind of crazy, outrageous things we're willing to say when we don't have to worry about being censored or screwed over by some silly rule change. Come hang out over there and it works great, So it's like build your own place over there because you can find any alternative platform and build your own place. And it's like, but yeah, just find one of the ones that's, treating their people right and, and doing things that make your life easier and constantly trying to improve,
And one thing I would also like to go over and point out is don't try to go over and make it big off of just being around somebody else. If you
Right.
want to go over and be a streamer, you can't just rely on someone else or some other groups networking to go over and keep you afloat. You still got to do that hustle,
Oh
and you
yeah.
still got to
That
always be continuously improving.
Yeah, and it's one of those things too. It's like I was on my own doing everything all by myself, getting monetized and getting all my watch hours. Like I did all of that on my own without anybody else's network twice. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, no, it's like
It's
it's one
doable.
of yeah, it's totally doable. Like I've done it twice. So it's one of them situations where it's like anybody that's like, oh, I can't, it's da, 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 da. It's like, yeah, some people do get a leg up because they get in with certain groups. And you can still hustle and do it yourself. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to beg for alms from bigger creators and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like that's ridiculous.
The funny thing, our shared friend, I always get a chuckle every time he's like, "This one streamer used my thumbnail, or used my AI art." I'm like, I stopped doing it because it was making him mad. But every time I would post under there, "Notice me, senpai. Notice me. Notice me." I'm like, come on. Stop getting hung up on that. You're strong on your own. You don't have to rely on getting noticed by them. It's okay.
that's that's so funny. You know what I mean? It's just it's one of them situations where it's part of the game, man. And you get in what you put out of it. And it's I don't know. There are certain things that work and there are certain things that don't. And if you're expecting not to have your own niche and just do
Yes.
what everybody else does, then that's not going to work
There's no
because there's
reason for
always
you.
going to be somebody out there that's going to do it better than you.
Well, not even
You
that,
know?
but if you're doing the same thing that everyone else is doing, then there's no need of you because it's already
Yeah,
being
there
done
you
by
go.
somebody else who already has an audience and an
Yeah,
audience that
that's a
likes
much
them.
better way to
So
put it.
you're not going to fill a need. You have to do something slightly different. You have to change things
Yeah.
up slightly different. Man, I was just looking at while I was having my mental breakdown, um, amongst the crying and everything. Uh, I was just ended up watching a whole bunch of VTuber stuff and getting insights on that and how that works. And it's almost
Oh
like
yeah.
Japanese like pop girls in a
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, it
Um,
really is.
Especially now with the whole Visojo situation where it was basically the 1990s like corporate greed boys going over and getting
Yeah.
these girls in really really shitty contracts, and it's blown up, and now everyone's breaking their NDAs because the company went over, so they're not going to follow up on suing them. They're like, yeah, they pitted us against each other, they didn't tell us certain things. Like it's so bad. But
Oh my god.
I was having fun learning about that niche of streaming and the internet. It's actually really fun. Um, and full of some degenerates, but which what?
No. A bunch of people hiding behind cartoon avatars. There might be some degenerates among them. No. Who would have guessed such a thing? Who would have guessed such a thing?
Well, like which community doesn't?
I mean, that's fair, but like it's a little harder to be quite as degenerate when your face is plastered your actual face is plastered all over the place.
It
Like, and I
depends.
get it why people do it. And like, it's one of them situations where, like, I mean, I'm not going to hate on anybody for doing it. You're out there creating content. You're doing more than 90% of the rest of the population. Well, 99, honestly, 99% of the rest of the population out there. You know what I mean? So, and you're entertaining a niche. And by all means, I'm a fan of fans, dude. You got a fandom? Fine. Somebody comes up and attacks your fandom because they're jerks trying to screw over your stuff. I'm the first one grabbing my battle flag and jumping on the front lines and, and slashing at me, freaking grabbing the heavy flamer and burning heretics. I'm like the first one there with you, but it's like, it doesn't mean at the same time, I'm not going to go, that's a little weird, man. That's a little weird, but but hey, somebody I streamed with all the time had tentacles. So, it's like, who am I to judge?
Well, one of them, I think her name is like has something shy in it. She's a very good businesswoman. Like she's got balls of steel when it comes to negotiations because she almost got into the shoujo stuff, and she was like talking about contracts and stuff, and she got her lawyer involved because this isn't the only company to approach her. She was actually working with some other promotion as well, and she's like, "Okay, I need you to go over and put in non-disclosure." I need you to go I need you to go and put it non-combative against this other company I'm working for. Also, you need to go over and put in all the things you were talking to me about. You also need to go over and put that in the actual contract. And as soon as she heard, we're built on trust.
Like,
she's like,
yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah, you know who told me that? My recruiter. And the guys at MEPS. I've heard this joke before. Let me see it in writing so my lawyer can look over it first, please.
Dude, I love it when they one last thing, little thing, and then we can actually get started.
Yeah.
One little thing I really did love about stupid YouTube video of a guy walking up to the other guys who got recruited for military. He has like, if you could talk to your recruiter, what would you say to him? They're like, fuck you. Every single one of them. Why did you lie to me?
My recruiter was really cool. My recruiter was like, yeah, you're going to hate me for like the first probably 3 weeks, maybe even all 6 weeks of basic training. Oh, yeah. And I was like, you know what? And I knew what I was getting into. My mom was in the Army and everything else, and so like Air Force wasn't near as bad as that. But no, the ones that I was pissed off was the assholes at MEPS. Because I wanted to go EOD.
What's that?
And I had the scores for EOD. It's explosive ordnance disposal. You were the bomb tech. And I had the scores for it. And the guys at MEPS told me you could either come in open. You had to go in open to basic training. You had to apply in basic training. You either could come in open general or open mechanical. I'm like, okay, well, I'll go in open mechanical because I don't want to accidentally end up getting stuck as a cop if I come in open general. Well, then I get to basic training, and what turns out, no, you have to have both scores, but you have to come in open general in order to apply for it. I was through the roof.
Climb the fence, bitch.
Dude, I was so mad. I was like, man, I wanted to blow things up for a living. This is bullshit. No. But apparently not. No, the Lord had other plans, and that's okay. I ended up in sheet metal, and that's what ended up me down here in Corpus Christi with all the beautiful children that I've got now. So, you know what? The Lord had a better idea than my plans anyway. Hell, knowing my luck, I probably would have blown my damn self up being stupid and ballsy because that's just how I am. So yeah, it's probably better off that I ended up as a sheet metal mechanic. But yeah.
So, sir, shall we get started?
Yeah, I guess we can get started. Let me scroll down here with my.
And Madhouse Retro. Hello, slut.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's Madhouse Retro. He's always calling people sluts. That's just the way he is. Hobag. Oh, come on, play, bitch.
What a thing for the intro.
Well, the damn intro's not playing all of a sudden. I'll be right back. I got a roof.
Oh, He left me. Okay. Hello, everyone. We'll get the intro started in momentarily. No, John Washburn, not hungover. Um, yeah, a lot was going on. So, and Nerd was nice enough to be very sweet. Hello, this eccentric. How are you?
That's a damn dirty lie. I was giving her crap the entire time.
You gave me some guff, a little bit of guff when you
My
started
whole
streaming alone without
dude,
the Serenity safety net.
I had Griffin like showed up in my Thursday night gaming stream asking if everything was okay because of the title and the thumbnail. I was
Oh
like, she
yeah,
abandoned me.
she left me. You okay, dude? No, sunk her, sunk her.
No, because I said she abandoned me in the title and it had a picture of you on the thumbnail with an X over it. And so I was like, just look at the thumbnail, man. But no, Griffin's like, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Just not
Like-
look at the thumbnail a little more closely. That's sunk her on the thumbnail.
Is everything okay at home? No. No, it's the dumbass co-host. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's why it's on the thumbnail like that. All right, here we go, boys and girls. Let's get started.
In the heart of the cosmos, where time and space collide, the Doctor and his TARDIS forever to glide. From the streets of London to the far edges of space, with Rose, Martha and Donna, through time they chase. Daleks and their fury, Cybermen, steel and cold, the mysteries of Bad Wolf, stories untold. To the planet of New Earth and the fires of Pompeii, through the shadows of the vast, and thereafter they find their way. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time, a wondrous haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show where the universe was at their command, Jesse, the common nerd with a vision so bright, guiding through the episodes into the night. The Maiden sunk her with insights to unveil, and Mr. Grant Gregory with lore to regain. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time, a wondrous haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show, a universe was at their command. From the Battle of Canary Wharf to the end of time, were heroes and legends in their prime. The Sakurax invasion and the last Dalek stand, with the Doctor at Capaldi and undone. Back when who was good, those were the days. Adventures through time, a wondrous haze. The Doctor and his companions, a tale so grand. In the show, a universe was at their command. From the Battle of Canary Wharf to the end of time, where heroes and legends in their prime.
So, all of time and space, everything that ever happened or ever will, where do you want to start?
How are we doing tonight, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? It's just with the Common Nerd, bringing you pop culture and all things right through a common sense lens. And welcome to another wonderful edition of When Who Was Good, boys and girls. We are slowly working our way tediously, meticulously through the final season of New Who, ladies and gentlemen, the final season of Doctor Who before it was all over. Peter Capaldi, our very last Doctor. So many loving memories we will have from him, and for all of the grief this season got from so many of us at the time, going back and watching it again with a little bit more of an analytical mind and maybe a slightly more sober mind in some cases, it's one of them situations where it's not as bad as what we remember. Yes, there are some very cringe parts. There are some garbage episodes, but there's also some pretty decent, good stuff, fun things. And even some of the cringe stuff is kind of like, and then you're like, and then you're like, So it's not as bad as what we all think out there, boys and girls. Not quite as bad. Not quite as bad out there. But we're having a good time going through this, having a good time. This evening, we have got episode, what are we on tonight? 6, Extremis. Extremis is on this evening, season 10, episode 6. I don't remember this one off the top of my head just by the name. I probably will as soon as we get into it here in a little bit, but it'll be a good time. It'll be a lot of fun. We've got some fun options, new playing game options that I'll probably repeat to everybody later on as the show goes on, but I want to go ahead and show these off now before we get to my wonderful co-host. But boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, since today is, well, Friday was officially 3 weeks, no booze. And I don't know how many days we're, thank you. I don't know how many days we're at this point. It's whatever. It's 21 plus 2. So I guess 23 days. But anyway, so since we're not playing any of the fun shot games anymore, Common Nerd, I showed these off on the stream the other day because we got kind of bored and I'd had like I already made like 4 videos. Yeah, I've got gummies. So these are gummy bears. These are some little bitty ones right here. These are some tiny little things. And I will premise all of this by saying that this batch was made out of cherry because the lady that got ordered the batch wanted cherry. I hate artificial cherry with an almighty passion. Like I hate artificial cherry as much as I hated Halo on Paramount. Okay. So like I hate artificial cherry. So
I was like, wait a minute, I love that game.
Yeah, no, the Paramount Plus series. So for these cute little suckers, I'll eat 10 of these for $50. But since it's Doctor Who themed, we also have these wonderful these wonderful edibles as well. I have TARDISes and Daleks. And so
you're not allowed to pop them out until someone picks one.
No. These things are huge. And these are, once again, these are cherry, my most hated artificial flavor. So if anybody wants me to eat one of these, I'll do one of these for $100. So yeah, that's going to be really nasty. If I have to end up eating one of those. But those are the options as far as all that kind of stuff. Plus, obviously, Dancing Sunker, Dancing Baby, fun hats. Obviously, any gifty subs will automatically get you Dancing Sunker. And then direct donations, you can have whatever you want because, you know, you can send a message and have all that kind of fun stuff as well. But speaking of things fun to have a message. Well, yes, that's right. Flannel changes are also an option as well. Obviously, you know, squids and lizards and things like that as well. And all those horrific things that all involve my co-host, Sunker Maiden. How are you, my dear? How's everything been going on, sister?
I still haven't managed to not cut you off yet, but I'm working on it. Sorry.
You're good. No worries. You're good. You're good.
I'm doing better. I wasn't in a good way for last couple days, but took a lot of sleep, got off the internet, and refused to touch anything on Discord or any social media at all, and that actually does wonders because it's like 2 worries at once. Just take out one worry, so then you can just worry about your life versus your social media life. Going on to Doctor Who, it's actually really surprising because episode 2 and 3, I fucking hated that shit. It was so dumb. It was the emoji one and the lanternfish. But then you get into episode 4, which is a very good mystery. Surprisingly so, and it got one of my favorite actors, so I was a huge simp, and all objectivity went out the window because I'm like, it's David Suchet, I don't care. And then the last episode, which was Oxygen, I believe, that one, it was a pretty good one, except for, you know, the weird political commentary they were putting in it, which did not belong and didn't make sense.
The capitalism bashing, yeah.
Yeah, it really didn't make sense because, like, you have all these really skilled people, and if your suits can do all the work already, why do you need the people in the first place? This doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense. Um, Other than that, all of the setup was, the relationship building you saw between the doctor and Bill. That was extremely good. That was excessively good of him making sure she's safe and her relying on him to keep her safe, but not being like a damsel. She's just a girl, so she wouldn't know what to do. Um, but I think the whole reason why he brings her along is because he usually brings on people who are very capable or technically, or just like common sense smart, kind of like Martha was very, very smart. Um, Donna was someone he needed at the time, and someone would go over and not put up with his bullshit as he was wallowed. And Rose was a technical, was a practical smart, and had gumption. Um, like with Bill, I think he's just drawn to that wonderment, and he's trying to get that back because he's just been wallowing for the last couple times, and now he's having fun, just adventuring again and having fun doing that. Um, and last episode, aside from the weird, crazy capitalism bullshit, it was a very good episode compared to episodes 2 and 3. So,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm meandering, but yeah,
No, you're good.
it's I if you just took out the weird capitalism jibes, which it always felt that those always feel weird whenever you see them. It's kind of like when if you I forgot the singer's name, but it was like very, very popular singer, and she just finished doing a concert, and everyone's like, yeah, and she's like, fight the real evil, and then she splits the picture of the Pope in half during live concert, and everyone's like,
Awkward.
this, and then it's just like that kind of tanked her career a little bit. Yeah, it felt a little bit like that, where it's just like,
Well,
we were having
and
fun up until this point.
well, and it's always so funny too to hear any television show rag against capitalism, especially when they sell as much merch as Doctor Who does.
Oh yeah,
They have done more to sell fezzes in the past 20 years than the Shriners did in their entire career. Okay, like, and the Shriners have done over the entire history of their career since inception. Okay, so like that's what's really fun about that. It's like, yeah, by the way, and then like go by, and then like the favorite part is what they need. What they needed is right in the middle of that, like right after that speech, go directly to a commercial break. And the first commercial break is shop the BBC store for all your Doctor Who merchandise. Like it could not have gotten any more ironic if that's exactly how you would have lined up the commercial break on BBC when this episode premiered.
oh, you couldn't
And
write
that would have just been like, that would have just been chef's kiss, man. Like the hypocrisy would have just been the circle. It would have been a circle. It would have been completed. It would have been a circle. So
God, you would expect the Onion to do something like that. We must fight the capitalist bastards. Now, if you're interested, go over and go to our merch shop and purchase this
Yes.
overpriced mug.
yeah. It's like, what is it like? The funny part is like like you go to the Karl Marx statue and they've got a gift shop.
Oh, God.
You know, they've got a gift shop. Like, you know, they charge you to get into the Karl Marx statue. Yeah. So
Never
yeah,
worked a
that's-
day in
yeah.
his life, never had a girlfriend.
No. So yeah, so it's just that kind of stuff is absolutely funny. But yeah, like I said, that's why it's like, that's why the worst part about it is it's so immersion breaking when you do stuff like that, because it's like, we all know how hypocritical that is, because literally at the end of the show, you'll throw up a commercial for your BBC merch shop. You know what I mean? So it's like, and you know, and like, oh, then by the way, the ad breaks. You know, I mean, like, okay, it's BBC. Maybe there aren't like traditional ad breaks over there because it's supposed to be funded by the government. I don't know.
Wait a minute.
But
Wait a fucking minute. Wait. What? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like yeah, like the hypocrisy just knows no ends. You know, it's like that's why it's so immersion because it's like you're not giving this show away for free. The actors didn't volunteer to play in this. They're all getting paid. Like you got a paycheck via capitalism to where you literally can be an adult pretender for a living, or you can be an adult fiction writer for a living. And you wrote the words out that capitalism is the bad guy. Just right over your heads. Right over your heads.
That could be because they are stupid enough to believe that the government will subsidize all of the arts, and that's not how it works. That's absolutely not how it works because the only reason they would need the arts is for propaganda. And it doesn't take much to go over and keep a propagandist going. Look at all the Marvel writers.
All the Obama propaganda during that candidacy.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, it's stupid, and it tainted what was actually a very good episode. Yeah, the breath counter was silly. A lot of it was silly. But it all was functionally correct, functionally well done. They went over and set up Bill's suit to malfunction and then get fixed, which actually caused things to get worse. Nardole being involved as like that kind of, he's a perfect third wheel. He's an amazing third wheel that just should always be there.
He is. He's great because you could argue he's comic relief, but he's dry comedy relief. He's not there to like rip a fart at an awkward moment. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like there to say something like that you'd be like, it takes you a second to realize it's funny because it all has to process because of what he just said. And he delivers it in such a straight way or in such a way where it's just like, huh, that was kind of odd. And you're just like, what the? You're like, what did he just say?
She was a bit orange, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, yep, that sounds just like her. Yep, that's definitely my ex-girlfriend. You know, you're just like,
but, like he's filling the role of like what Mickey could have filled if they developed him more, and also the role of he's basically K9. He's actually a perfect, more modern K9, even though we would all like the Tin Dog back.
We all want the Tin Dog back.
But that's it.
Oh,
great.
I just thought of the most heartbreaking story of Doctor Who you could ever do to tear out everyone's emotions, rip out their hearts, throw them on the ground, and stomp all over them in one foul swoop.
What?
You have an episode of the Doctor going and visiting the son and checking in on the son in K9 after Sarah's gone. And then and then for some reason having to take K9 with him, or like, you know, the boy's going off to college and K9, he couldn't take K9 with him because you can't have K9 in a dorm. So K9's just in the attic at Sarah Jane's collecting dust or like talking to just Mr. Smith or Mr. I can't remember her robot, but yeah. So then you have to have the doctor goes and picks up K9 and like, come on, buddy. Time to go on some adventures again. No sense in you sitting here collecting dust.
that would actually be because they do want to have with me. They tried to do like the Doctor's leftovers. It was poorly executed. Sarah Jane's son leaving K9 behind is actually a perfect Doctor's leftovers because it's not Sarah Jane. It's through things Sarah Jane learned through the Doctor that allowed her to go over and get this kid and start raising him as her own, and him not needing him. Right. Sarah Jane's son not needing him to the point where he doesn't even need K9. Not like because he's like, I can do it all by myself. It's just like that's.
Well, the kid is a super genius. We do know that.
He is that, and he doesn't have.
Because he was engineered in a lab. Remember, no belly button.
No belly button. Yeah. But No, that would actually be very, very sad. That would be excessively sad. It's like kind of almost like Woody. When it's just
Right?
like, how do I leave behind my toys, the toys of which I love? Like,
Yeah.
you have to give
Yeah.
it back or give it to someone else.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, like, I mean, like, you want to really rip people's heart out. Like, you want, you want to revive,
a tribute to
you want
Sarah
to,
Jane.
you want to revive the series and like get somebody that like's gonna do it. You want to start with an episode. Oh yeah, you have the Doctor just wake up in the TARDIS, be like, man, what the hell was that? And then and then get a signal, and it's like the invite to Sarah Jane's funeral.
Fuck me. No, that's
And like
He would go. He would absolutely go.
Oh god, yeah, he'd be there. And then like the boy's there, and he's getting ready to go off to college, and so like K9 has to go with the Doctor because the boy can't take him with him to college.
Kinda excited to
You
take your
know,
butt
and
dog with me.
yeah, and so like, ooh, yeah. Can you imagine Nardole and K9 together? That would be hilarious.
That would be a comedic duo for the ages.
Dude, they would be arguing all the time. It would be great.
I don't
The
think
dog
so.
and
The master would overask me.
I'm like, well, my calculations are more accurate than yours. It's like,
Whatever, you tin can.
yeah. Oh, that'd be. Don't make me get the can opener out again because I'm not getting it for dog food. You eat oil anyway. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You could. That's just that writes itself,
like,
man. That
that
writes
would
itself.
be that I would love that as a mini special, just a tribute to Sarah Jane and
Yeah.
giving her a good ending legacy because they couldn't continue the story because she died.
Yeah.
Fuck cancer.
Yeah. Yeah. Amen to that.
But yeah, that's kind of the saddest thing of all. Is just there was always potential and there was always ways and branches to make things stronger, but then it would just Doctor Who would always get caught up in stupid bullshit and not be allowed to go over and really just be Doctor Who.
Right.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
The
Oh, yeah, your
blurriness.
camera's being all wet. Yeah, your camera's being all wet.
Oh, this makeup job
yeah.
sucks. I'm just looking at it and just getting mad at my face. Ah!
Oh, that is great. That is great.
Get darker makeup. That'll hide it.
There you go. That'll work. Just put more of it on. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
All right, boys and girls, we're going to say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat. But as a friendly reminder, because of YouTube's bots and automated systems and all that kind of fun stuff over there, we can only watch just a little bit of a teaser of the beginning of this show. And then we have to jump over exclusively to Rumble. Kick is also an option. Pilled is another option as well. Twitch actually is working tonight as well. So if you want to jump over to Twitch for some reason, you can as well. But Rumble's really where most of the people will be hanging out. There'll be a couple of people most likely over on Kick at some point. But yeah, most everybody will be hanging out over on Rumble just because of the way we go. We are not one of those on the elite list of allowed folks out there that can get away with doing stuff like this and not get copyright claimed. And because despite what YouTube tells you, that stuff will absolutely affect your reach and growth. So please join us over on Rumble so we can watch this fully with you guys and do a proper review, because this does fall completely and totally under fair use, because we do pause, we look at it, we review it, we watch it, we talk about it, we comment on it, we rewind things, we go back, because someone will be like, go back. No, listen, look at that right there. Now give me a pause. One more. Just go to the last one, I swear. There's one more, last one, I swear. So we'll get lots of that throughout the evening, boys and girls.
I won't ask for a pause at all then. Yeah, I refuse.
Yeah, okay.
I'll make a bet.
You earned it, Sunker. Yeah, you earned that.
I'll make a bet with you.
Oh, yeah?
If I can avoid saying pause it and requesting a pause.
$100 direct donation.
$100 direct donation. Yeah.
All right. There you go.
And chat, you have to go over and bid in. Like, what are you going to do? I'll refuse to request a pause. I'll avoid it even. Because I don't get made fun of.
The real question is, how long will Sunker last? I think those are where the bets are really going to come. That's where the betting pool's really going to come in at. Is like, does Sunker last? How long before Sunker actually says the words, right? Not I pause it. We talk about today. How long before Sunker actually says the words? 5 minutes, 15, 20, 30, 45, all the way up until the end.
Betting.
How long will still, yeah. How long will Sunker actually last? Where she goes, "That's one pause. Give me one pause right there. Give me a pause." Right
Come on. Well, no, now we can't because this eccentric said he likes the pauses. If Serenity doesn't ask for a pause, I'm leaving. Ah, fuck.
Oh, that's funny. That is great. All right, let's say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat. Obviously, we had some folks coming in waiting for us because you know what? There might have been somebody that was late. This eccentric, good to see you, buddy. And Spartacus, another one of our fine channel subscribers over on Rumble, says Twiddles thumbs. There you go, Twiddles thumbs. He was twiddling thumbs waiting for you. So there you go. And Madhouse Retro says sup. Oh wait, we got Madhouses in here, don't we? I thought we had Madhouses in here somewhere. Either way, he says sup sluts. Good to see you, Madhouse Retro. Yeah. But there's this eccentric over there. There you go. John Washburn, what's going on, buddy? He says LOL. LOL.
Hello.
Good to see you, buddy. Glad you made it in. And I did drop the link over there on YouTube. If you guys are watching over there on YouTube, I did drop the link for Rumble. And if you don't want to create an account or anything like that, you can just click the link. It'll open up in your browser. You can sit there, chill, listen, watch, laugh, and you'll still be able to see the chat and laugh at the chat and see what they're saying. You just won't be able to participate. But we would appreciate it if you did participate. And I know it sucks to create an account, but we did just cross 1,300 followers on there, over there on Rumble. We'd love to see that hit 1,400. So please, if you haven't already, or if you're catching this on the replay, please join us over on Rumble. It's the Common Nerd over there. We're the only one. It's really easy to find us. Go check us out over there on Rumble. And like I said, link should be in the chat as well. So please find us over there. Yeah, there you go. Sunker's running off on us already. Already. That did not take long at all. That did not take long at all.
It's not a
Melissa Smith. Nah, well, always an excuse. Melissa Smith. What's going on, Melissa? Good to see you, darling. Glad you made it in. Oh, crap. You know what I forgot? Damn it. I got to wait for Sunker to come back. Sorry, Spartacus. I forgot to do yours first. My bad, buddy. I forgot to do yours first. I will do yours first. My bad, my friend. I forgot to do that. I meant to do that before Sunker ran off on me. But we will get to that here in just a second. Hi, Aircaster says, what can I get for $3.50? Me telling you you're the grease between our gears, keeping this machine running. For at least $5, we'll get you a gifty sub, and that will get you a dancing Sunker. That will get you a dancing Sunker, Ironcaster. But yes, for those of you that just might have gotten in here, we have giant gummies, TARDIS-shaped gummies. I have TARDIS-shaped cherry, which is the flavor I hate, artificial flavor I hate more than any other out there. But I have giant TARDIS and Dalek-shaped gummies here. I will eat one of these giant ones for 100, or I have these tiny little gummy bears. I will eat 10 of these for 50. So those are all options as well. Plus Dancing Baby, Dancing Sunker for direct donations. And as soon, oh, there she is. Okay, good. Perfect. She's back.
Hi. I was listening the whole time. I need to put more
I know you were listening.
on
That's not...
because there's acne and shit.
Okay.
So I'm just like, I've just been looking at that the whole time. I was like, it's on my face.
But Spartacus over on the Streamlabs side is tipped 50. Yeah. Thank you so much. I still keep forgetting to get the transformation song added to my little soundboard. One of these days I'll remember to do that. But Spartacus for 50 says you don't have your proper attire on. Better fix that. Thank you, Spartacus. Appreciate the 50. I did. I left you. At least I didn't leave you with the clap. It could have been so much worse than that.
But yeah, I
there you go, Spartacus.
Nah, the makeup looks a little bit better now.
Nice.
I look like a frog.
So worried about herself completely and totally ignores my wonderful fez.
Your fez is awesome and amazing, and you should be driving a taxi.
Thank you. That's better. No, I should be driving like a cart. I should be driving a cart with like a donkey and speaking Arabic.
Yeah, see, that's what taxis are in the olden times or in third world countries.
Jesse hates artificial cherry as much as he hates Halo on Paramount. That's right. Exactly. Of course, Spartacus would like cherry. Of course
I have an idea that you might like.
All right. Freddy's dude is cooking. What's up, Fred? Good to see you, buddy. Glad you made it in, my friend. Well, okay. What's your idea, Sunker?
Either we, for a certain amount, we keep talking and nobody explodes.
Is that a game, I guess? Oh, okay.
It's you reliving your possible future, which was bomb disposal.
Nice. That sounds like fun.
The other one is us playing through Halo together.
Dude, I'd be down for that. Shout out to Nightwing. He got me the Master Chief collection on Steam for Christmas. I think not this last no, because he got me something different this year. But the year before, he got me the Master Chief collection because we did a 24-hour stream like a couple of months later for something. I don't remember what it was. But yeah, I'd never played the final one, Reach. I'd never played Reach. And so him and I played the entire campaign together on my 24-hour stream. Like I thought he was just going to play with me for a few hours. And then all of a sudden it's like 11 a.m. on Saturday. And I'm starting to see the credits roll. I'm like, I didn't expect you to do the whole campaign. He's like, man, I got it for you. You never played it. I was like, we're doing this. I'm like, dope. So yeah, we played from like, I don't know, like 3:00 in the morning until like 11 a.m. to get through the entire campaign on Reach. And obviously it's easier with two people. You know what I mean? So like, we didn't have to worry about like dying and having to go way back and stuff a whole bunch of times. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. So yeah, I'd totally be down for that. I'm total like we can either do PvP or we can try to play one of the games together. So I could either shoot you in the face or shoot you in the back and actually not injure you. So I mean, we could do either. That would
either or, and we could also go into like certain mods, like Curse mod, which I saw, which was very fucking funny. But
I've never played any of that. I've never played any of the modded stuff. That would be
Curse is it's its own very unique thing.
oh god.
But yeah, that's for something else. Back to who?
Hey.
Sorry.
Fred says, I prefer Babylon B for satire. The Onion became unfunny years ago. Oh, no, I completely agree with you on that one, too. Yeah.
It's just the one I think of whenever I think of, like, ridiculous, like, bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Actors are just professional liars. It's true.
Absolutely.
It is true. Propaganda to keep the masses entertained, bread and circuses. That's right. That's why I said that's reality television, man. That's what reality television was. Hey, Bernice Shields says, hello, Bernice. Good to see you. Glad you made it in. That kid could go off to college. It's where he met. Oh God, no, hush. We don't talk about those kind of stories. No, those are bad.
They did that.
Those I don't ask those questions. Don't ask those questions. Don't ask those questions. No, it would make no sense because he was genetically engineered. He would be genetically engineered to be the perfect human being specimen, which means he would be going out there wanting to spread his DNA, his genetics. So yeah, no, that would literally make no sense whatsoever. And they addressed what happened to K9 after Sarah Jane. He went off and regenerated into the K9 TV series. Oh, that's right. Lasted one season and joined up with another group of kids. That's right. I remember they did have the K9 animated series. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. I'd love to see Ace again. Well, I think that actor's not with us anymore. No, I get you. But yeah, Luke left for college in the 4th season of Sarah Jane. Oh, okay. It's been a while since I've watched all of that. So yeah.
We were watching, but then you kept tormenting me with Torchwood.
No. You cried because Sarah Jane turned into too much of a kids show for you, and you hated it, and you went into one of your bawling mess of a rants of inconsolable hatred and anger and circular logic. It was pretty entertaining, actually. Now that I think about it.
Oh, suck a dick! But no, we were watching the Gorgon. We were watching the Gorgon. It was just like we still have to beat that 2-parter because I'm like I like the Gorgon episode.
Oh man. Oh, that is wild. I have no idea. Currently working on the next leg of my special project for you two. Oh no.
I want to know what that is because you tease it every single week. I don't.
He does. That's the point. Your average Patriot nerd. Good to see you, buddy. He says, hey, all. Glad to see Sunker Maiden lives. I know, right? So glad to see she's alive.
I was having a bad time. I was having a real bad time, and sometimes, like, Sunker just needs to be off for a bit. Like, it wasn't even like when I was being manic depressive. It was, or manic. It was just that weird, like, nothing matters. It's that kind of depressed where you don't even feel like drinking. It's just like, I don't think I deserve to feel buzzed right now.
Driving a tiny car around at a parade. Yeah, that one. That would be another option. Jesse should drive a flying taxi. I'm down for that. Arabian nights, like Arabian days.
You'd be that seller in the start of the movie.
I totally would. I thought,
does not break.
Yeah, you know, sandal, lamp, sandals. Yeah. I get this. Oh, look at this. And it turned out to be the genie. I was like, oh, it's a fun, and it makes French fries. It makes French fries too. Yeah.
Does not break. Broke.
Good. It broke. Yeah. No, that would be a fun one to do for. Is it good as a palate cleanser at some point or something?
Oh, well, that's the thing. It is good. It is good. There's no question.
No, the original Aladdin is one of the best animated movies of all time. It's good. I love the Babylon Bee. It's freaky how prophetic it is. It's true, average Richard nerd. It really is. So technically, he torched you with Torchwood.
Yes.
You earned
You
it.
did.
You earned it. You earned it. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Good job.
And Melissa Smith.
Yeah, Sarah Jane 2 is adopted, created by Alien Means, Luke and Sky. Oh, wow. There you go. It's just aliens everywhere. Well, somebody's got to adopt those poor kids. Somebody's got to adopt those poor kids. Oh, man. So what's next after who? Kevin Sorbo's Hercules? Stargate? Classic Who?
Classic.
Classic Who. We've got Classic Who.
If we were going to get into another one, sorry.
I was just going to say like 40 years of Classic Who.
Oh, well, yeah. If we were going to get into another sci-fi series, it would probably be Babylon 5 because it's manageable. It's 5 seasons.
Yeah, it's 5 seasons, and we've been talking about it for we've been talking about doing that one for a long time as well. So if we were going to do anything else, yeah, it'd probably be Babylon 5. And that's one of those ones too, because like I love Stargate. Like Stargate's good too, but like I think one of the things that I like it, I think one of the things that hooks you so much with Babylon 5 is there is always an overarching story arc. And I know there is to start to SG1, especially as it gets like later in the seasons and stuff like that. There starts to be like some big overarching stuff. Mm-hmm. But like you get a lot of that with Babylon 5 kind of from the beginning, just because of the situation that they're in by proxy. By the definition of everything that's happened in the past with the prior Babylon stations. What Babylon 5's meant to be. I mean, you have a built-in overarching story just behind the premise of Babylon 5 alone. And I think and then the characters, I mean,
it's a tapestry.
And everybody in Babylon 5 is a memorable character. Almost everybody, all the core cast, the core 10, 15 people that you see almost consistently either in every episode or in every other episode. Like they're all such a cast of memorable characters. Like everybody remembers Garibaldi. Everybody remembers Jakar. Everybody remembers Ivanova. Everybody remembers
Londo.
Londo, and then his little partner. I'm having a brain fart. Yeah, and Gear, and like all of his craziness, and like everything, and like an ambassador, the angel.
Gosh, that's a spoiler. Don't bring that up.
Yeah, but Ambassador Kosh and like everything, and like there's so many other things out there, and so it's like there are just so many memorable characters, like they just and like the attitudes and the personalities and like the conflicts, like Londo and I'm having a brain fart again. Jakar.
Yes, that is an amazing relationship. It's so good.
Kill each other from the get-go. Like they're supposed to be in like this peace meeting talk where all of the dignitaries are getting like it's supposed to be like the United Nations of planets, right? Yeah. And it's like they're getting ready to choke each other out, like literally in the middle of this room. That's like within like the first couple of episodes. You know what I mean? So
and they tell each other
grabs you by the balls right from the get-go.
They straight up tell you what's going to happen between these two because Lando goes over and tells you like, "Oh, Centauri kind of know when we're going to die. It's actually why we live life as much as we do. How I will die is my hands are wrapped around someone else's throat and his around mine, and we're just choking the life out of each other." And then when I saw Shakar, that's who I knew. That's when I knew. It's like their relationship is fucking amazing. It's like everyone has a lot of like low-key stuff, and even when you have characters who don't normally interact, it's really interesting when they do, just for those brief moments, like when Lando and Delenn talk, and he goes over and has like, "We never have these chats anymore." She's like, "We never chatted, Ambassador."
Yeah. He's like, but I want to. Trust your ass as far as I can throw you and your big spiky hair. Okay. Like, I'm just not going to. Like, no, I know what you are. I know who the Minbari, like, or not, you know who the Minbari are. I know who you're, I know who your guys are, you know? So it's like, no, I know, you know, they're kind of like the was it from Deep Space Nine? The Ferengi, right?
They're like Ferengi, but with more honor.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a really good way to describe them, actually. Yeah.
Because in a way to see
They do
them
have a
is
lot of honor. They have a lot of
yes.
pride in their people, in their race, in their planet, in their history. They are very, very proud of all of that. They have a lot of cultural heritage that they are very, very proud of.
Yes.
It really defines them as a people.
And how it was kind of liked and how it was kind of always rang true to me is the whole plight of the Centauri is they were basically kind of a Roman Empire-esque, but there are other things they pull from as well that had their glory day, and now it's over. And where do you go from there? So such a good fucking story for what happens to them. Now I'm going through all the speeches, all that stuff.
All right.
But like
There you go.
the ones with the Narn, like, but the Centauri are a lost people.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're
There
on
you
the
go.
path to self-destruction.
Okay,
They need no help from us.
I think we've officially figured out what we're gonna do after Classic Who.
It's too good. It's too good.
Shadow Warden 99 says I'm still pissed she didn't reply to my DM. Oh no.
I'll do it right now. I'm
Well,
sorry.
hey, you know
I
how to
have
punish her,
been
Shadow
replying.
Warden 99. We've got lizard videos. We've got squid videos. I mean, you could make me eat a giant gummy and like I'll get so baked that she has to run the show. I already made her a moderator, so she can do everything she needs
that's
to
a
do.
mistake.
Yeah, so there you go. But I'm good to see you, Shadow War 9. Always good to see you. Exactly, John. Exactly. My B5 DVD box set fell apart. I had to move the series to a CD case. Oh, wow.
I have
Nice.
the B5 CD case. I think I still have because I was showing a friend before like things happened and our schedules didn't match up. I was showing him the entire season of all of Babylon 5.
Nice. Hashtag fuzzy maidens.
What? The fucking footstool?
Oh, is that what it's for? Yeah, I believe that. Yes, Vorlon, thank you. Yeah, Battlestar Galactica would be I've never watched the original. The
I wanna
rebooted
watch the
series is
original.
really good.
The
Yeah, the original
reboot, it frustrates me, the reboot, because
Oh,
it has that the new modern use of camera angles and their new modern use of storytelling. And while it is good, there's something about it that's very frustrating where I feel like the pacing's just a little bit off, and it's done that way on purpose to kind of we're gonna string you along just a little bit more, motherfucker, get to the point.
I don't know. I fucking love that thing from beginning to end. So I don't know.
I don't know. When I kept seeing the personal dramas in Babylon 5, the back of my head was like, man, if you just killed half the crew and just replaced it with people who weren't so mentally and emotionally dysfunctional.
I mean Battlestar Galactica. You said Babylon 5.
Sorry, Battlestar Galactica. Battlestar Galactica. Love Babylon 5. Battlestar Galactica. I would have thought, like, wow, if you killed half the crew and replaced them with people less fucking dysfunctional, this ship might be running a little bit better.
Oh, that is great. She's horrible. She is horrible. That's right, your average Richard nerd. Torchwood, entertainment-wise, gives you heartburn. That is so true. There you go. Zombie Box Reviews. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you, Zombie Box Reviews. Glad you made it in, buddy. Glad you made it in as well. Yeah, what?
Chat, you're going to understand what an inside joke looks like from the outside. You will not know this if you didn't watch Babylon 5. You know that dream sequence when the major Borlon character passes? And
Yes.
Okay, the actor who plays Sheridan had no fucking idea what that was representing. He's like, why is my dad here?
Oh,
No idea the whole time.
Oh, that is great. Shadow Warden 99 is tip 50 over on the Streamlabs side and says, punishment. You know what? And I like that it was a 50 and not 100 because we haven't done the lizard in a while.
We haven't done
the lizards in a while. So lizards it is. And thank you, ABCSSSSS for being a new subscriber over on YouTube.
Thank you.
There was another one earlier too. Yeah, we're getting really, really close to 2100 over there. All right, let me find. Our
I'm
listeners. What do you say?
sorry. I'm sorry. My game with Shadow Warden was also, it's a bi-weekly game, and it was this week I was supposed to do it, and just I didn't. Thank goodness that the DM was also not he had a sick kid, so he couldn't run the game anyways, but I did message the DM earlier. I'm like, I'm not feeling well. I don't think I can make it to this game.
That's wild. Well, there you go. There you go. Papa Swolio is mad. This is Shadow Warden 99. That is great.
Oh god, this is disturbing.
Making out with a lizard. Making out with a lizard. Your forked tongue and emerald eyes got me hypnotized. Making out with a lizard.
I hate you so much.
Shout out to Mr. Grant Gregory.
Loops too. That one's tatted.
He's Hawaiian. You see all the flowery tats he's got all over him? He's
No, that's less hardcore. Oh wait, the AI has my clock.
There's the clock. Oh, it does.
That's my clock.
He must have used a picture. I just noticed that. He must have used a picture of you in front of there. Holy.
And the last one too. It duplicated this 3 ring thing I have. Sorry, because I have it positioned differently. It duplicated the 3 ring thing. They just made it see through in that last AI shot.
That is great. Shout out. Thank you, Shadow War 99. Very kind to you, my friend. Thank you so much. Melissa said, I thought of one better. Tortured you with torchwood. Ooh, giggity.
That's what I. Oh, yeah. I got tortured with a torch of torchwood, and I felt the burn.
Giggity. I covered Dexter. I have been thinking about that. Mrs. Common Nerd and I have been talking about covering some stuff together since we did that. Everybody seemed to like that Superman review that we did. That thing got like over 200 views on it. So we've got her and I are working on a couple of things in the background on some more stuff to have her as participating in the channel a little bit more. So I picked up some of my equipment that I'd left at the church too that we're not going to use. So yeah, we'll see what the future holds for all of that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Had some issues with the NEBSG reboot. It was rushed and had some pre-wokish elements in it.
BSG reboot?
Battlestar Galactica.
Yes. Yeah, that was. That.
A lot of us were worried about the chick that played Starbuck, and I'm sorry, she crushed it though. She did crush it.
She's a very competent actress. It was just there's a lot of weirdness, and again, like I hate the way it was shot because it does. This is back in the time period where everyone was doing woozy shaky cam. Because, we want to keep your attention. And it's right. So frustrating. It was so frustrating to watch. And I was like, why is everyone retarded? Why can't you all be adults? Stop fucking each other! Stop it!
Yeah, it happens. But I don't know. It's like one of the things is, though, I think what it comes down to is if you've ever been... Because essentially you got to understand too, they're coming at it from a naval perspective, right? Mm-hmm. These people are essentially a bunch of sailors on a spaceship. And so they are operating, and as a guy who's known a few people in the Navy, they are operating very much how like an aircraft carrier out at sea for a very long period of time would operate.
I understand.
So it's like, I understand where you're coming from and why it frustrates you. I'm just telling you, there's a certain page taken out of reality of that applies as to why they do that the way they do that and the way the story works out.
I get that.
Yeah.
It's just like I compare it to things like Babylon 5, and I guess I can't really do that to the same because I guess the only other deep space exploration show I have would be Star Trek Voyager, and that's not a good comparison at all.
No, and I mean even just Star Trek Next Generation, any of that kind of stuff, like that is very much a
Idealized.
idealized version of what deep space exploration should be, right? What it should be. And then it's like Battlestar Galactica and like The Expanse. It's like those things are a little bit more like what reality will probably end up being like. Yeah, it's gonna be a little, especially in the beginning. You know what I mean? I can't remember exactly how far Star Trek's supposed to be in the future. It's supposed to be like at least like 3 or 400 years, right? At least I think for like at least like the first season or the first series.
Well,
But either way,
with Star Trek, it's understandable how that development happened because humanity fucking collapsed, and then you have this supreme alien race of logistic people showing up.
Yeah.
And it's like, we've actually cracked the entire idea of morality and everything, and now we're going to like share and spread this with you dumbass monkey human people.
Yeah, it's they definitely come from very different premises. Absolutely, definitely come from very different premises. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Shadow Warden says, I'm going to try to learn to make some AI videos just to make more disturbing videos. Hey, we will showcase them off just like what we did for Mr. Grant Gregory. You know, we can premiere them for 100, and then, you know, how depending on how disturbing they are, we can torture Sunker with them every stream for $50 or whatever you want to do, Shadow Warden 9, and we can figure it out, buddy. We can figure it out.
All right, let's get to the Doctor Who. We're an hour in.
Season 10. We're an hour in. Season, boy, weird. It's almost like a bunch of nerds getting together talking about things. You know, it's almost like they go.
You can be talking about Babylon 5. It's just like it becomes its own like segment. It's like, what segment do you want to talk about first? You want to talk about the telepath?
Just wait. Yeah, when after we're done with Classic Who and we get to Babylon 5, we think we were long winded on Doctor Who. Oh, it's too late. Pack your lunch, boys and girls. Bring your credit cards because we're going to be here a minute. Okay, you're going to have to get Common Nerd real baked to shut these streams down.
It's also really good because I listened to all the cast commentary. So some of it was cast commentary, some of it was director's commentary, and both give a lot of insight into what was going on and things that are happening. If only because you get Claudia, the actress who plays Ivanova. She's like, I had some really fuzzy brows. God, those are caterpillars. Ah!
It was the 90s. These things happened.
And the other one
go ahead.
Where the director went over and said, like, you can always tell what season of Babylon 5 you're watching, depending on how much hair is on Garibaldi's head.
Oh God, yeah, it slowly goes. Yeah, it gets less and less as the series goes on. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and by the end of it, he just starts shaving it all. He's just like, I'm not even bothering. He just shaves it all by the end. So yeah, I respect that. Iron Chris says, I painted 4 Blood Angels up to date. That's 4 more than Jesse has painted. Well, while that is true, Ironcaster, I have produced, at least single-handedly 4 children. So I mean, you can paint all the Blood Angels you want. I mean, after you're gone, I don't think your miniatures are going to talk about you. Your miniatures aren't going to hold you on your deathbed, Ironcaster.
The spawn.
You might hold them on your deathbed. But yeah. So I still think I come out on top. But hey, you know what? I'm glad you're getting your army painted, man. I love the pictures you sent me earlier. They look great. Bitch.
Bury me with my anime waifu.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Oh, exactly. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. I said that. Yeah. Thank you, Zombie Box Reviews. There you go. Dude, we were at the beach last night until like 9:00, 9:30. We were out there.
Sorry, it's too fucking hot right now. Let me know if you can hear my fan. I put it at the top setting. It's just too fucking hot right now.
Too many kids at the house, unfortunately, Spartacus. Too many kids at the house, unfortunately.
No, it's just scratching my leg, guys.
What happened to the doctor?
Scratching my legs.
The doctor took you to safety. He paid a price.
You're blind.
It's temporary.
Yeah, and that's one thing I did very much like. I did very much like how the doctor he's willing to risk everything to keep his companion safe, and that rings true with every single Doctor. And we don't really get to see that as much with him and Clara. Um,
You know it. You know it, buddy. You know it.
I'm actually Zeus.
Yeah, exactly. They pop out of my head. Go ahead, Sunker.
But I
Some
did
of
like.
them act and look. You'd think they were. You'd think they did. Anyway, sorry.
I do very much like that he was able. They have that running through with Bill, and what I can say about what I like about this season is they're allowing the Doctor to be the Doctor rather than this kind of cut version of himself when you have Clara about. So he's actually being who he's supposed to be, which is someone who tries his best to take care of his companion as well as try to solve the problem. It doesn't always work out, but that's what he does.
Yep, he certainly tries. Yeah, they did a really good at that one.
Adol, I can't. I really can't. I can't look at anything. Ever again.
Oh no!
That is one heck of a lead in, and I do like that they went over and used that as a leeway into the next episode. They didn't have to, but they're like, this is why you should want to have your writers talk to each other, because when one writer comes up like, yeah, and then he suffers a debilitating injury to go over and keep someone safe. It's like, okay, what's that going to be? Oh, I don't know, he goes blind. I could use that. Start off the episode with like, the Doctor's blind.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's a great little intro. Invite Nick or Kate on when you cover the movie Swingers. Zombie Box Reviews, Bible study, Sundays at 2 p.m. There are literally 2 giant books in the Bible about 2 specific kings as to why all of that is a very bad idea.
Just either
Solomon
don't commit to
and David.
either don't commit to nothing or commit yourself to that one girl, because trying to do both, that fucking doesn't work. It never fucking works.
Oh boy, ain't that the truth too? Ain't that the truth?
It wouldn't cause me to rage out. It would be just, I would just kind of be sad, because he was someone I used to very much enjoy watching, and then just something happened where I don't know if the mask slipped or if he was always like this and just very good at lying. It would just be a very sad moment, and I don't think we would want the fucking people that follow him to be in this channel. How do you feel about Locust, nerd?
An avid player of video games, Stephen Moffat had been struck by the increasing sophistication of interaction offered by computer-controlled non-playable characters in many recent titles. Interesting.
Still blind.
Death is an increasing problem. With over...
I mean, yeah, everybody dies. Oh, and it says a long time ago down there. It says a long time ago.
Ready?
Yes.
For 1 billion intelligent species active in this galaxy alone, it is an ever greater challenge to know how to kill all of them.
That's a fair point. That is a very, very fair point out there. And you know what? Because they've been so particular about these copyright claims as of late, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to shut it down there over on the YouTube side. If you want to find out how you kill all of these billions of different species in the galaxy, you're going to have to come over and join us over there on Rumble, boys and girls. Link is down there in the chat. Click it. Come hang out. It's a really good time. Like I said, we just crossed. We just hit 1,300. We just crossed 1,300 followers over on Rumble, which is really cool. Rumble was very good to us when everything went to Hades, everything went tits up, and all of that kind of stuff. So they've been very good to us. So please come over there and join us. It's a really, 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 really good time. That's right. Don't get hit by YouTube. Exactly. So please join us over there. And that's also where you can find Sunker over there on Rumble as well, when she does all of her gaming streams and all that kind of fun stuff as well. So Sunker, tell everybody goodbye over on YouTube.
Goodbye, YouTube.
Yeah, there we go. Bye, guys. We'll see you later. All right, let's get back at it.
Stupid fat face.
Oh, shut up. My God. My God.
On this planet, we're proud to serve as executioners to every living thing. The destruction of a Time Lord, however, is a particular honor.
This technology is precisely calibrated